Siempre.
Sí, siempre.
Siempre.
All individuals must maintain control of their property, including carry-on and checked baggage, to avoid transporting items without their knowledge.
Aha. I found him. He's enjoying coffee on the patio, which overlooks a Guatemala city forest. We woke up to lots of birds singing. And we have a big day today. Okay.
Good morning, friend. We're in Guatemala City,
Watch your step here.
staying at Airbnb, trying to figure out, well, today our goal is to figure out if we can legally purchase motorcycles here in Guatemala as non-citizens and legally get them registered and plated and insurance on them. So we're headed to the tax office this morning to try to figure out the legal process for doing that. And if we can do that, we're gonna buy a couple of cheap Guatemalan bikes and ride them back to the boat and maybe tour around Guatemala and maybe further. Who knows? We'll see. But that's our goal for today, is to deal with the bureaucratic government officials
In
and
Spanish.
try to conquer the language barrier and the corruption and all those fun things in dealing with government officials. So we'll keep you posted on how it goes.
No rain. That's always nice.
It rained all night last night. I'd hate to be walking down this during the rain. I'm sure it's flowing like crazy.
Right.
What's this? So we're out in front of the SAT, the Guatemalan tax office. So we've got step one done. It took about an hour and a half of trying to figure out what they need in order to get a tax number for us so we can buy and pay taxes on a motorcycle.
They were very friendly, though.
Yeah, they were very helpful. It's very loud here on the street.
They just didn't know much English.
But it was kind of crazy because we needed several documents, obviously our passport, and we needed an address here, which we have because we have the boat in the marina at the Rio Dulce at Nanawana, so we're able to use that address. But they also wanted a water bill or an electric bill or a phone bill in Guatemala in our names, which obviously we don't have. But they said we could also submit one of those from a friend, a Guatemalan friend, which I happened to have been talking a few days ago with our Guatemalan friend, Brian, that just built a house near the Rio Dulce. And I was asking him how much the electricity rates were there. So he sent me a copy of his electric bill. So I happen to have on my phone a copy of his electric bill, which sufficed for what she needed. So kind of crazy that we happen to have that, but it worked out. So now we're on to the step 2, which is going and looking at some motorcycles and talking to them and trying to figure out the process for registration, getting plates, and insurance. So we'll check back in as we make some progress.
Tengo una pregunta. Este tráfico es muy terrible. ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué terrible tráfico?
Pues la verdad no sabría decirle.
La vendería
La verdad no sabría decirle.
cerca. Oh, ¿tiendas cerca?
¿Perdón?
Tráfico es muy terrible porque muchas tiendas.
Exactamente.
Esta tráfico siempre.
Sí, siempre.
Sugary one. I thought it was salsa. What did he call it? Salsa de
Salsa dulce. I was thinking about calling mine Shakira.
Shakira.
But then you'll have to
Okay.
think of your favorite Latino artist, musical artist. Who would that be?
Going to a blank. Can't think of anything.
Oh, what?
But I
Freddie,
can
what about
definitely
Freddie
pick the name.
Fender? Or
Freddie Fender.
Shakira and Freddie Fender? That's your great names.
The route back to the boat from Guatemala City takes about 6 to 8 hours. Originally, we were going to ride the bikes back, but it will take about 4 weeks before we get the license plate and title so that we can legally drive them. And since there are several checkpoints along the way, we decided instead to load them up and truck them back to the Rio Dulce.